welcome to Prince of Persia 2008.
Thank you.
I've missed
You're welcome.
It's been a while.
That's-
It really has.
Yeah, I say that because like I can't be absolutely sure that this video is going to be shown like anywhere near the last one that I was in. So I have no idea if like this is just going to be the next thing, or if like, I'm just going to be away for a month.
Yeah, no, I'll post this at the very end after we beat Armin.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that sounds legit.
But yeah,
The system works.
Just in case, I've like it's been a while. I've missed you guys. How are you all doing?
Remarkably well, honestly.
Dying a lot. Dying a little.
The trials and tribulations that I have been through is like a snail crawling across a razor blade. Too far to one side, and it's over.
Okay, sure, whatever.
Okay. I regret
It is my
asking.
dream. It is my nightmare.
Alright, speaking of trials and tribulations, is that we're getting ready for Lightning Returns, right? That's coming up soon.
Oh yeah. Like it's so near. I can always feel it.
You poor bastards, good luck with that one.
Man, 13-2 was a slog.
Crow and I have also managed to get to Killzone Shadowfall at this point.
Thank God, I can't wait for that whole thing to be over.
Oh
It's
man.
been a good 10 years.
So how about the current LP that we're actually doing?
No one wants to talk about that, come on, man.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got a whole wealth of other stuff that I can talk about. Most of it just complaining about Final Fantasy 13-2. I'm very good at complaining about Final Fantasy 13-2. I don't know if you've heard.
Crow made me play Final Fantasy 13.
I did, it's true.
Why? What kind of person would do that?
It was cruel and unusual punishment.
What kind of person would accept that?
Come
No
on,
comment.
man. You have an entire LP you can look at and say, you know, I consider myself informed. I know what's coming. And you did it.
I mean, maybe he just had to press the buttons and shift the paradigms himself.
True.
It did. The combat looked funner watching it than it was to play.
Man, isn't that just Square Enix games.txt?
Yeah. Hey, this looks like
More
it
or
could
less.
be fun. Oh,
Yeah, this
paradigm
is-
shifting is like eating sand.
It's keeping these things in the sky.
Delicious.
Armin?
But still, all those numbers, those pretty numbers,
These
like,
things are incredible.
you would have missed out on
Think we
all of
could use them
that.
to fly?
Once this is over, they should be destroyed.
It's
Man.
true.
Why do
Are
you want
you
to
not
destroy them?
What is born
enthralled that you get to go fight a 7 million
This land
HP
should be
final
cursed.
boss?
No, the chrysanthemum grid was especially boring.
By the time we finish.
Oh yeah. That was... Man. It's the exact opposite of a fun and engaging level up system.
Yeah,
Plus-
I can't wait to open up my menu and go to the screen and hold down the X button to watch a line move.
And plus, that final boss was all sorts of bullshit. I 5-starred Orphan by accident the first time I ever did it, and every time I tried to do it since, nothing.
That just sounds like you're bad at the game.
Shut up.
Oh, I didn't beat it. I stopped well before I got anywhere near the final
Doesn't
boss.
care
I
about
stopped
us.
once I got to
He's trying
Grandpa's.
to destroy the fertile ground.
Okay, well-
Hang on a second.
yeah, wait,
can I
yeah, hang
interrupt
on.
this enthralling chat to point out that the Alchemist is kind of attempting to steal the fertile ground with balloons?
He's gone full Bowser at this point.
Well, that's not going to do at all.
I think that actually makes him one of the most intelligent Prince of Persia villains we've ever seen.
More or less. And, hey, guess what's back? Rotating shit puzzles.
Oh, Christ. How long are we going to be here this time?
40 minutes! Actually, no. I looked up a guide this time. I know how to do it. I beat this thing in, like, under 2 minutes.
And yet here you are rotating the things back and forth anyway.
Yeah. Because the camera...
Crow trying to read game FAQs at the same time.
Shut up. The camera and the controls get really wonky when you're on these things because the camera tilts to a different perspective than what you're used to, and you've got to figure out, okay, is this way up? No, that way's up. Okay, well, god damn it, Prince of Persia.
Also, I couldn't help but notice that that double jump was not only a double jump, but an actual, like, restore you to the correct point in the air
Yeah, the double
while you
jump
jump, because you
automatic-
fell down a long way.
I know,
The double jump actually pulls you up to where your jump would have continued from, regardless of how far down you fall.
This one turns all of them.
yeah, it's, at this point, it's just a matter
That's
of
rotated all of them.
pressing Y before the point when the game decides, nope, you're dead. And then, yeah, if you
Elika
get
has
it...
magic. She can pull you out of midair. It's good.
Yeah. So yeah, like the Prince more or less says, 3 of these platforms just spin the platforms themselves around, and the 4th platform turns the entire rig around. And we gotta line this up so we can jump over the corruption onto the now
Ready?
stolen fertile ground and kick the crap out of the Alchemist again. Yay.
No, I was briefly giving the Alchemist credit for being very clever, but I can't help but notice that he's just, like, he's floated the thing up, okay, now what? It's not going anywhere, he's just gonna
He's
sit
like
there
Dick
and
Dastardly.
let you... And also, he floated it right next to a puzzle. I mean, that really wasn't actually
Yeah.
very clever of him, was it?
He didn't really think it through.
I mean, it was a good plan.
It's good he does have his yappy dog sidekick to laugh at his plans, though, and give him encouragement. Because he's basically an incompetent supervillain at this point. Oh, I didn't put enough helium in the balloons to actually achieve liftoff. They're just sort of hovering above the ground a little bit, easily reached by those platforms.
You crazy alchemist, always cooking up your plans.
There.
Good work.
I feel like I should be eating Saturday morning breakfast cereal while watching this.
Jump.
Even though it's Sunday. And Nolan North is so heavy, he... Yeah, not-
This seems bad.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll just drop this back down onto the corruption, that's cool.
Do not even question.
Oh, here comes a lecture.
Knowledge in like
Right out of the gate.
you close your eyes.
Right out of the gate with that remark.
Oh,
Well, of course,
we're already doing the blind faith thing. What's he going to say in the final confrontation? What's going to be left?
Oh, yeah.
That's the, you know, we're not so different, you and I speech.
Because he's the science villain in this game.
The only way that could be less interesting is if Prince kills him and then gets blood on his hands and then looks at his hands and says, "What have I done?"
No, this is a T-rated game. There's no blood in this one.
No, there's just stuff that comes out of people when they get hit with a sword.
No, see, that's corruption.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise. Well, okay, that's fine then.
Oh, great. So then, if corruption is blood, then this game is just dripping in it. Then.
Yes.
Like, I'm currently trying to decide if that actually wouldn't have made everything better, as if corruption was just, yeah, there's just blood everywhere. that's the curse of our man. There's just blood
That would
everywhere.
have been intense.
Way to fuck with QT.
The Alchemist is absolutely terrible for stun locking you at times.
And what a cheating bastard.
I know, and sadly, I don't click on to the way to beat him until I think the next video, but the Alchemist is really, really weak against aerial combos. So if you can get in the air and over him and just spam the crap out of Elika's magic, that's pretty much a surefire way to take him down right there.
So I just want to say, when Fedule said the remark about the what have I done thing, it reminded me of when Anakin Skywalker threw Mace Windu out of a window in episode 3 and fell to the ground. What have I done? Which is funny because I'm also reminded of episode 3 when the prince is like doing his sword back and forth thing and the alchemist is lazily waving his hands back and forth. I feel like they're trying to do something epic here, but it's really lazy and looks about as engaging as a lightsaber battle in Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we don't talk about the prequels. I'm invoking Order 66 again.
Did he seriously just, like, will himself back up from a puddle on the ground and then do the Mr. Burns finger-tenting excellent gesture?
Sure did.
Wow, I like this guy's style. Even if he does talk way too much. Oh, he just got told by Prince.
He sure did. He picked wrong by picking Arma, which as a pithy remark, immediately gets interrupted by him getting chokeslammed around.
By crazy Iron Man powers.
that's
he's
the way these things
deployed
tend to
the
go.
anti-Elika shield.
Yeah.
Healing, hit him.
I can't help but think of the anti-Elika shield in the same way that I can't remember which film it is. It's one of the Bond films.
You can do
Where,
it.
like the bad guy has a base in a volcano, and for some reason there's a bunch of ninjas attacking him, and they're just like deploy the anti-ninja cannons.
Oh, Quantum of Solace. It's Quantum of Solace.
Shy now.
What? I don't remember that from Quantum of Solace. Well,
James
whatever.
Bond just needed a bit of comfort.
Keep away.
Took out his rage on ninjas.
Well, whatever.
And then, after all that crap,
How do we...
the prince just punches him off the side of the
Good.
arena.
His health bar looked like it would never go down.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
Ring out beats everything.
Is
And
Ormaz a good god?
The sad part is, this is the only time we can do that, because from here on out, every arena is going to be surrounded by corruption, and because the Alchemist is the master of the corruption, if you ring him out into the corruption, he'll just do that thing where he sinks down and then respawns somewhere else, and you've got to do the entire thing over again.
Because he learns here that ring out is bad, so every subsequent fight is no ring out.
Right, see, he's
Also,
the
did
master
you
of
spot Prince and
science.
Elika just then having a deep and meaningful conversation about the benevolence of God in about 4 seconds? Video games.
What do you think
Yeah,
he was
'cause
doing to the fertile ground?
Interestingly enough, like,
You must have been seeking
you'll
to break
be,
the energy that links
I don't
the
know if it's
grounds
in
to
this
the
one or
temple.
whatnot, but Elika's surprisingly anti-science.
Well, we
The prince
better
is like,
see
oh
if we
hey,
can
you
finish him
you
before
Ura
he
have
does
built
that.
all these really cool machines around here. They're very useful. And Elika's like, no, they're evil. They must be destroyed.
Elika is an anti-vaxxer.
We made it that way.
Damn it, Sally.
If we could figure out a way to use
Ding.
those, it would save us a lot of time.
As soon as this is finished, they should be destroyed.
Like, see, look at
We can't
this.
allow
Like,
anything to
I
endanger
couldn't buy Elika being an anti-vaxxer. I mean, there's literally a disease like wreaking havoc through the land, and you are literally going to a bunch of vulnerable spots and literally vaccinating them
It
against
shines
like
diamond.
corruption.
I've seen
Elika
walls
can't be an
as tall as
anti-vaxxer.
buildings.
Sorry.
Yeah, but it's with magic. She's using
This spur of the
it's all
moment terrible
natural.
joke of yours makes no sense, I'm afraid.
She's
Cold,
using
but
herbal
it turns to
supplements.
fire in your hand.
no, she's
no-
literally using the power of God to heal people.
Diamonds.
Oh god, that totally fits in with the whole anti-vaxxer thing.
Tell me something about you.
She's praying hard enough that it heals
Oh,
itself.
I don't
Yeah.
know. How about who would
Pray
you
away
like?
the smallpox.
Never had one.
Never?
And the prince is okay. He's taken the chat
If you've
to
never
this.
had a
He's gone on
boyfriend.
this
I'm
route
very
of
well
discussion,
aware.
and okay.
There are lots of things best
Yeah,
experienced
this just
in person.
Okay, Nolan North.
Your turn to confess. Tell me about your family.
They were
thanks for the
killed.
sex joke, Ubisoft.
My family. They died.
I'm
But
sorry.
hey,
Oh,
now
it
we
was
get
a
to
long
learn a
time
little bit about the
What
prince.
happened?
War.
Really?
Someone else's war.
Were you young?
I mean,
Sort
When
of.
you lost your parents?
Old enough
Like,
to understand
I-
it was time to run away.
yeah,
My uncle
is
took
there
me.
actually anything here we didn't
My
already
parents
know?
stayed to protect the city.
Actually,
They
no,
collect
I'm
me
pretty
once
sure.
it was safe.
I think this is legitimately
They
the
never
first
collect
time that we've learned anything about the prince himself.
People live, people die. They chose to die
know.
for someone else's
I guess you
cause.
could have inferred most of this stuff.
Your parents died with honor. To protect other people.
They died.
Um,
Does the rest of it matter?
well, I don't know. I can't hate
I'm
on
not
this
gonna
too
let
much.
Armin kill me or you.
There's nothing like having your characters have a little bit
Tell
of
that to
depth.
Ormaz. Where's he?
We can't
Yeah,
absolve
but just a little bit, not too
Don't
much.
give me things someone else has taught you to say.
You know, he
Is
does
there anything you've learned for
he
yourself?
does kind of bring up an
People aren't
actual
always what they seem.
aspect of his
got that
personality
right.
that we haven't seen yet,
Can't
and is
trust
worth
anyone.
considering, and you know
can.
that you can actually have an
You
actual
know it.
discussion
Does that
about.
include your father?
Hold on,
And-
is the
My
prince
father
channeling
has
the
played
alchemist
his
right now
part.
when he's
Now
getting
we play
upset at
ours.
Elika for not
There are
questioning
things
things?
beyond us. There must be things
might
that happen
be.
in your life.
It's possible
that
that these skits may have been written in total isolation from the boss chatter.
But you can always change things that have to
I
do
mean,
with
like
you.
I said, this game is not a product of Ubisoft
A god wants to
2014,
escape, and we're
but
changing that.
the seeds
We can
were there.
change anything. If
And
life
plus,
is
like,
balanced, how come I
nothing
keep
in this
getting the end
game
of it
that's
been
spoken
chewed
aloud
up,
has any
spat out,
actual
and
staying
sat on
power
by a
because, like we
camel?
pointed out in
You
other
rob
videos,
tombs
the
for a
Prince and
living.
Elika will go back and forth between
Sometimes.
hating each other and,
There's your
like, sort of
answer.
begrudgingly
You
accepting
think
one
bad things
another
only happen to bad people?
within the same video.
Elika, you're the most dedicated person I've ever met.
Yeah,
And look where that
it's
got
like-
you.
No, there's
Bridge
kind
sales
of
could
like an
really clean
overarching
up in this place.
plot that happens
The construction yard.
that comes out as you're doing all these places and Prince and Elika talk. But it kind of makes a hell of a lot more sense if you do things in a certain order than if you do them in basically any other order.
What are you implying?
We're implying that you're playing the
maybe
game
the
wrong.
attention spent writing the stuff in this game was maybe not as, I don't know, focused as having a non-linear game with an actual plot ought to have been.
Good point.
I mean, they just wrote all these scenes that make sense one way without any particular regard for the fact that for some players they might happen in a totally different order. And this, are you actually getting stuck on this puzzle that you've already solved?
No. That's again Ubisoft trying to honey trap you. Oh hey, yeah, you can totally land on this platform. No, you can't.
Well, all right then. These, did you just fly into a wall again?
Yes, you did.
I can't tell if it was as dumb and or hilarious as that one time when you flied into the same wall like
3
3
times in a
times
row.
Also,
I laugh every
did
time.
Did I seriously actually just say flied instead of flew in a sentence? I'm
Yes, you
Pretty
did.
sure you did.
It's okay.
I'm sorry,
we knew
I've
what you
failed
were
my
saying.
grammarian heritage.
And now see here's
It's
the
just
part
it's your
about
dialect. It's
Yeah.
it's the new slang.
If you say so.
so
So this guy's
I'm
giving
just-
you hell.
yeah, I'm speaking of this fight, but something interesting happens here. I kill him, and come on, turn around, turn around, turn around. He's still there.
Ah.
Okay.
Well, no, see, it's okay. See, we're playing as good Nolan in this run, so we actually just subdued him.
Where next?
Oh yeah, this is definitely an Ubisoft 2014 thing. It's like you just murdered a motherfucker, but you murdered him with the non-lethal button. So he's alright, and you're a good person, don't worry.
Yeah, he's kneeling in supplication to you now. You have won his loyalty forever.
Yeah.
Send him on an assassination mission.
One that he's not a high enough level to handle. But don't worry, that won't kill him either. That will just make him have to sit and recover. Oh well.
I need to sit and recover from that.
I'm just wondering how much more interesting this game would be if you could recruit them and just have them show up and murder people for you.